So this is your Grand Canyon National Park Part 1, going over preparation, food, survival, and how to make sure that you get the best out of your experience when going to Arizona or the Grand Canyon or anything for that matter. But first, a nice Target run the night before because your best friends came from out of state, so that means we gotta get your essentials all together because we a team and we gotta get things done. Woo.
Say hi to Gavin.
Hi, Gavin.
Where's the toothpaste? Oh.
So a nice fun fact to note, the day that we were actually doing this, Jackie and Danny, who are with me in both of these videos, they came and arrived in Arizona around 5. Target run to be real quick and brief, but turns out we spent about 2 hours. So the day of that we officially left, we made sure to leave bright and early because in Arizona it gets hot really easily, so make sure if you're doing any long drives, do it before the peak time that it gets hot. But also if you're going to a national park in Arizona or anywhere that is desert related, you want to start off bright and early because it's just going to be easier on your body, and I mean you still have to hydrate, but there wasn't any traffic we had to go through and our drive was really smooth for the most part. We stopped at a couple viewpoints along the way, and we even managed to do a mini Target run in Flagstaff before we actually made it to our campground at Mantle Campground, located in the south rim of the National Grand Canyon Park. For the first day while staying at the Grand Canyon, we were trying to focus on going to the main Grand Canyon Village, which is where they have most souvenirs and where it also brings you to the Bright Angel Trail, which is one of the most popular trails there at the Grand Canyon. That would actually bring you to the ranch that is located at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. But in order to go to that ranch that is located near the river, you actually have to have a hiker's permit to be able to go on that. And you can actually get that at one of the buildings that are located about maybe a quarter of a mile from the actual rim itself. But if you aren't going to do that, then I would say just pack reusable water bottle and then snacks, and make sure before you head out you should definitely get some breakfast at one of the local restaurants that we were actually at. And surprisingly enough, they weren't that expensive either. They were really good price. I managed to get a really good spicy but very filling breakfast when going on the Bright Angel Trail, and I let all food sit for about 1 or 2 hours. Then we actually headed out to actually do the trail, and it took about 45 minutes. We did halfway because me holding all my camera gear, there was a lot on my back and legs, so we were all kind of tired, and we still needed to go back to the campground to get any other essentials for dinner, and if we wanted to get any coffee like what I wanted. But when finding the camp spot of your desire, I recommend going to recreation.gov. This will show you all the national parks that are in the USA that you can reserve, and also, again, do research and make sure that you reserve the right spot, because before I actually got my camp spot for our trip, I managed to reserve the wrong camp spot, which was located on the north rim instead of the south rim, and because of it I had to do about 4 refunds. And honestly, if you don't want to do that, I'm totally brushed off, but definitely do that. It costs $60 for 2 nights, and it ranges on the different kind of campsite. If you're doing a larger party, it's gonna cost more, and also depending on the amount of days, because it was only a party of 3 with 1 van and a big tent. It was only $60, which is not bad, like I said, and the amount of money that we paid for our food kind of balanced everything out, because I didn't spend too much on souvenirs or anything like that when at the Grand Canyon. But because, again, my friends were coming from out of state, everyone's spending habits were a little bit different and prioritize a little different too as well. So keep that in mind when traveling anywhere that you haven't, or if you have.
Going green over here.